Mr. Bernie Trifoso. Mr. Bernard Trifoso was born September 21st, 1923, to an Italian immigrant family from Elmira, New York. As a child and young teenager, he cultivated a strong work ethic, devotion to God, and unparalleled patriotism for his country. On January 11th, 1943, Mr. Trifoso enlisted in the U.S. Coast Guard to fight for his beloved country in World War II. After graduating from boot camp, he attended Columbia University and received medical training to become a pharmacist mate. While stationed in Boston, Massachusetts, he volunteered along with two of his friends for special assignments aboard LCIs, which were the landing crafts for soldiers that went ashore. Mr. Trifoso spent 3.5 years in the Coast Guard during World War II. He served in both the European and Pacific theaters, where he participated in the Battle of Normandy at Utah Beach, as well as the invasion of Okinawa, where he was subjected to 49 kamikaze attacks by Japanese aircraft. He is the recipient of 2 Bronze Stars for bravery and medical prowess, for attending to a fleet of severely injured men whose vessel struck a mine. Mr. Trifoso is a dedicated father of 3 and devoted husband and caretaker of his wife Patricia of 69 years. He finally retired at the age of 80 and spent the last 5 years caring for his wife with Alzheimer's. Mr. Trifoso has led life has been marked with one of love for his family, for his people, and his country. Ladies and gentlemen, from our greatest generation, please welcome Pharmacist Mate First Class, Bernard Trifoso.
They said to me, "You'll introduce me." And they said, "Well, maybe you might want to say a few words." Okay, but the main thing I want to say, this is very inspiring. I mean, you guys look great. Nicely dressed, beautiful women. Being a Coast Guardsman, I was always alert to the beautiful girls. But you know, I was in the Coast Guard for 3.5 years, and I was aboard what they call landing craft infantry, 150 feet wide, 50 feet wide, 50 feet wide, 150 feet long, okay, flat bottom, and we carried 200 soldiers into Utah Beach. Okay, it's a long story, I'm not going to go into it. I imagine I got a limited amount of time here for me to talk, okay? So I'm going to keep it simple. And we were there, and we had these 200 soldiers aboard. You know, the real heroes were those guys. Because finally we got to the beach, and there's all kinds of shell fire and all kinds of bad problems. The 2 guys I enlisted with, they went to Omaha Beach where they lost 4,000 people. Okay, luckily God was on my side. I went to Utah, but I never saw those guys again. All I know is that they really caught hell. But the big thing I want to say is that those guys had to go down ramps onto that beach. Then they had to go forward, and they had to fight those Germans, okay? And I would say of those 200, maybe about 50 or 60 of them probably gone or more, okay? So they're the real heroes. There's a cemetery there at Normandy where 10,000 GIs are still buried. They're there. And they're the guys that were the real heroes. They never came back. So I'm lucky to be here talking to all these beautiful people. And I'm not going to go into my other career, but I was at Okinawa, and that was an experience in itself. But it takes a little time to get into that. But, you know, there were 5 guys. They told me that I had to come here to this dinner. I said, what the hell is that all about? So they said, well, they're going to give me call it a hand-engraved invitation. They couldn't call me on the telephone or send it in the mail. 5 guys. One day I'm sitting there with my daughter. Stand up. Over here, my daughter.
She's over here listening.
Here she is, okay. And I'm sitting in her backyard, which has got a pool and a whole 10 yards. And so I'm sitting here, all of a sudden, she said, they're here. One guy walks in, okay. Then I see 2 guys. Then I see 3 guys. Then I see 4 guys. Finally took 5 guys to give me an invitation to come here and see you people. So all I can say, it's really a pleasure to be here. And I'm thinking about when I was aboard that ship, there were 28 of us enlisted, 4 officers, and they're all 90-day wonders, okay? And it was an experience, but the only time we felt comfortable and safe is when the chief boatswain mate was there, and the chief machinist mate, and all the motormen. But they're the guys that kept that ship going from point A to point B. So they're guys that we call the keynotes are the most important people in the Coast Guard. So you need a pledge of a nice attitude, the fact you're the greatest. Muhammad Ali was great, but I think you guys are greatest. I'm going to sit down now. Thank you very much.
And Mr. Trifoso, we're not sitting down just yet, sir. On behalf of all CCTI San Diego Chiefs, I want to present this plaque to you. It's commemorating your years of service with the United States Coast Guard during World War II.
Wow.
Thank you so much for your service, sir, and words can't describe what you mean to us. So I
Well, you know,
appreciate it.
I had to give a talk here in front of Joe, is it Joe Basilla?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and a whole bunch of guys were there, so I'm on YouTube if you want to hear that.